Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening from wherever that you're watching from. I am Chloe Basima, Mrs. Semaganda, the CEO of CBC, Chloe Biz Covered. Happy month of July. You guys, it is the second half of the year. I hope that we are moving. Remember, we had visions, we talked about love, we did so many things, we have talked about so many things, and I believe that around this time in the year, at least you have ticked some of the things that you had on your vision boards. If you have not yet, the year still has another 6 months to go. We can still go again by God's grace. I'm happy to be back yet again. And this time, honestly, I'm very excited because the person that I have with me I could relate so much with her. She's an age mate. She's somebody that I know is going to give it to us. She's like an age mate, yes, but the things that she has done and she's doing for herself, I hope we can all match up. Ladies and gentlemen, with me is Angel Samuella Baliddawa, well known as Malaika, the founder of Braided by Malaika. If you can see, guys, she did this beautiful hair and she has done quite a lot. Yeah, so I'm very excited. And the topic that we are going to discuss today is work, life, faith. How you integrate the three, she's going to give it to us. Please join me to welcome the one and only Samuella.
Thank you. How are you?
I'm very well. How are you? How do you feel?
I feel good. I feel blessed.
Amen.
For inviting me. It's an honor to be here today. Yeah, I can't wait to share.
I'm very excited, honestly. I reached out quite late, but you gave me your yes, and that really means a lot because I understand how busy you are.
Mm-hmm.
So to say, Chloe, let's do this, meant a lot to me. Bless you.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, congratulations.
Thank you.
I recently saw that you celebrated 5 years
Yes.
of Braided by Malaika.
Yes.
Tell us about it.
5 years, I think early this month.
Yeah.
In July. That's when we had the celebration, but
Okay.
the actual birthday was 31st May.
Oh.
Yeah, so that was the day we had our first client. The first time I was paid actual money for our service.
Oh.
Like I had to sit down, come up with a rate, and yeah, that's the day.
That's
that
the day.
We decided this is a business, not a hobby anymore.
A hobby.
Yeah.
A hobby? So you mean braiding is a hobby to you?
No, like, that thing that you do like in your free time, like, okay, I can do this, so I'm not going to charge for it. I'll just, because I loved hair before, but I wasn't like so serious about it. So when I got my first clients around that time, that's the date I say that, okay, we're going to treat this as a business. You're going to exchange my service for money.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow. An entrepreneur.
Yeah.
That you are. Okay. And how has it been? How has the 5 years been for you, really?
The 5 years have been ups and downs.
Okay.
But I can say more ups than downs. Or I can say they've been balanced, for lack of a better word. Because you can't just go up without having some hurdles and things like that.
That's right.
But it has been I call it a very challenging, but on the other hand, very fulfilling.
Okay.
In so many ways, in that I've now found my purpose. Like when I was beginning, I was like, I wasn't sure. Like I was in and out. I had people asking me, are you going to go back to school? Are you going to do this? But right now, if you ask me that question, I'm sold out. I'm here. I'm sold. I know what I want. I've arrived.
I love that.
Yeah, so I found what I really want to do and concentrate and grow and make into an entire empire. So yeah.
Empire, you say.
Empire, yeah, everything.
I see, actually, because it's not just about the braiding.
No.
I see bonnets.
Yeah.
I see, it's what, the hair potter?
The hair pot.
The hair pot,
yeah.
Yeah, so what is in there?
The hair pot is basically, so I started the hair pot like a few months after I started Braided by Malaika.
Okay.
Hair pot was started in September of 2020. Braided was started in May
2020.
Yeah, so that was like a need for me. Like I like the ombre braids, those braids that move like from black to brown or to another color, but they were never round. And they were so now they were popular on Pinterest and all these people you see abroad with all these colored things. I'm like, I want that because that's what's lacking. I think. So I did.
There's one, sorry, I'm cutting you short. I realized that you really make your research because I would never know that there is no ombre or stuff like that. Actually, I also first saw the color mix with you. So I started to. So it's beautiful how you got to see the luck. You brought it here. And I think that is also an A for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So even the color mixes, because in lockdown, I was so obsessed with YouTube. Like there's nothing to do. I don't want to also be online. I was also like nervous when are we going back? When are we going back to school? So we had all that free time on us. So I was just always on the internet. So that's when the color mixes came. I realized, oh, you can actually mix colors of braids. Then also the ombre thing came about. And then I had to take a big risk of me start importing. My first thing would be like, you're not going to get your money back, or they're going to scam you, all those things.
Yeah.
But I just said, good, I'm going to cross my fingers, make the order, and let it come. But with the hairpot, I remember I was so scared because now the braids that were coming in were a different price range compared to what was already on the market.
Yeah.
So you have that fear. I remember calling my friend Laura and crying, like, Laura, I don't know if I'm doing the right thing. I know I cried to her like for an hour telling her I think I made a mistake.
Wow.
I think I made a mistake. I don't think people are going to buy braids worth 15,000 a piece. Yet downtown at 15K, you're getting less than even like 4 packs.
Yeah.
You get like braids were like 2,000. Here I am selling braids at 15. So she told me, no, you never know, you never know. So when they came in, it took me some time to sell off the first stock, but they later sold out. And then there was a consistent need, like we need more, we need more, we need more. And then that's how we just kept on.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
So do you do retail or you also wholesale? Like how is that moving?
We only do retail for now. Yeah, retail. So we grew from bringing ombre to bringing French curls to bringing dip. Like it's a whole other thing. It has its own location. There's someone different handling it. Yeah.
Wow, guys. Angel is an angel indeed in this whole business thing. So I had you mention that you had to believe God to start the other business and stuff. And personally, I really follow you because I can relate a lot to you. Why? Because I think when you started Braided Malaika, I had just started Chloe B collection like in March.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at management. I feel like, okay, let this grow. So I've been really tracking and I must say, wow. But I also see like for you, it's really good.
Yeah.
You mentioned it that when you wanted to start, you're like, God, let's just go. I've seen you put God in literally everything. Yeah, it's I also have a very good friend that follows you. So Sandra, she wasn't telling me because personally I do vision boards when I'm starting my year. That's a must do for me. But I didn't know about prayer boards or prayer vision. But she was telling me, Malaika does this. I was like, oh, I would love to know how, because that right there is really intentional. It's not about, because a vision you want to see something.
What you as a person
as well. Yes. I feel like a prayer journal or board is about you trying to grow spiritually. I want you to just really tell us about that.
So for the prayer board, I used to write in my journals whenever the year is beginning, but now I wanted it to be more intentional. So I hosted my first New Year's Eve, like as if sleepover. I think in 2023, entering 2024.
Yeah.
Then something just told me make a prayer board. So a prayer board is whereby I will write different topics, relationships, love, business, leisure, everything. And so I'm praying to God concerning these things. I am not telling him this is where I want to be. I'm telling him, oh God, for my business, please help me to be consistent that year. Help me to be disciplined. Help me have a constant inflow of clients so there are no months where we don't do well, there are no months where, like it's a prayer but intention. Of course, there are things we want because the prayer is telling God what you want, but you also give him room to
be
do,
God.
to be God.
Wow.
So basically, that's what it's about. You just pray concerning intentional points that you want God to see. If it's travel, I'll be like, God, help me to travel to maybe 3 destinations this year and things like that. So everything I would like to see in my life that year, I'll write it down, but asking for help, not saying, I want to do this. I want to, you get what I mean?
Now me, I am the island. And I think, wow, that's very intentional. Like you're telling God 3 destinations, but it's not God, Paris, SA. Because we do that on a vision board and you don't even go to those particular countries and God will take you to where he feels you should
need
go.
to be.
That's beautiful. And okay, now how has that been impacted in your entrepreneur like business?
So when I write down even any prayer, one thing I've learned about prayer and God also is that you need to hold yourself accountable. You can't be asking God to make you consistent and then you're not doing the work. So I go back to those boards and see the things I asked them, and am I working towards them? You get what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if you pray to get, let's say you're in campus and you're praying to get a certain GPA, but you're not reading, how do you think you're going to get there?
Okay.
So it's like the same thing. It helps me. Yeah, there has to be an action behind the things you're also asking God to do, and also asking him for the grace. The Bible tells us he has made all grace available to us.
Sufficient.
Yes, sufficiently in all things, not something, everything to do great works. You get. So for me, that helps me. Like if I'm saying I want consistent flow of clients, what do I need to do on my side? I'm going to I'll make sure my social media posts are up on time. I'll make sure I'm capturing content, getting feedback from my customers, handling those things properly, training that team, because if that team is not trained, they're not going to deliver. People are going to have bad experiences, they're not going to come back.
That's right.
Yeah, so it helps me to check myself also, because I can't be asking for something and I'm doing the opposite.
You're doing the opposite.
Yes.
So you have to align to what you're praying for.
Yes.
You have to do the work and then be intentional, like in the prayer and also in your actions.
Yes.
That's lovely. I already mentioned that I did this hair from Braided by Malaika, and I've been there quite a number of times, I must say. I love the system, really. I'm blown away by. I keep saying, is she even our age? Because I'll count the times that I've phoned you. Actually, I've not phoned you anytime. It's just once, the beginning, actually, when you're also still
at home.
We shall talk about that part. How you come from home to now Chitintali. Yeah, so how? I want to know, do you have like a mentor that tells you what to do? How exactly do you come up with this whole system? Because you're very organized. It took me time to realize that the person I'm texting is not you. When I am making my booking, I had to be like, I think I need to talk to her on Snapchat because I'm sure that's you. That
will be me.
Yeah, so tell us how, because sometimes we feel, that right now we work in organizations and there's a system.
Yeah.
We've never met the CEO, never. But we are flowing with a system.
Yeah.
With a system. And for me, that's what you're doing. Your age, no. How do you do it?
I remember when I began, first of all, it was hard for me. So my beginning years were my hardest years. I can say, I feel like right now I'm just starting to enjoy my, business, my time. But those were actual building years. Like, it's going to be like, go to the garden and dig.
So it's fine. What are those years?
Those years were like the first 2.5 years.
Okay.
So when I began out, first of all, I had no mentor. I had no one in my family who had done business like that. So even my mom was just Bambi. She was just a push. Like, yes, I trust you. You do, but I think you should need to go to
support system.
Yeah, she was there to help me, but I didn't have that business like mentor, like what.
Or even knowledge.
I was so green. So most of the advice that helped me was going to YouTube. For example, when I'm talking to the team, I used to go and Google things like how do I handle a team meeting. So I go there, they tell you first appreciate your team, then come to the main point and whatever.
Wow.
So that's how I learned. Everything was internet and things like maybe my mom was like, no, I think you need to get a team so that you can go and do your master's. For her, that was her direction. You should go and do your master's, but be working on the side with someone else helping you. So it also engraved that in me, in that I won't have to be the one always. And also things like podcasts, because I listen to podcasts a lot. I read books as well. So that also helped me to have that shift easy, because I remember I read in a book and it said that if you can't grow your business to a certain level if you're always the one there. You'll go to a certain level, but you're not going to reach, let's say, the Mark Zuckerberg levels.
Oh.
You get, because Mark Zuckerberg might be on a vacation today, but
Everything
everything is going well.
Thank you.
So the systems really help you to think better, help you to plan. I don't think I'd be able to even have, like, say, the Malaika fish or the hair accessory line if I didn't have a system. If I wasn't braiding, you get, because in the beginning, remember, I was the braider. I was the one who handles your phone calls. I was the one who responds to messages. I was the one who takes the content. I put it up. I clean the house before the clients get in.
Yes.
I clean the house when they leave. I was everything. So that was very difficult. And also when it came to like hiring my first person as well, I was so scared. So I'm like, how is this going to be? Like, how am I going to be responsible for someone's food,
everything,
shelter? Because if you're paying someone, they're feeding off that money to have a proper thingy, livelihood. So it was very difficult. But what gave me the courage is like, I just one day prayed. Like I've told you, God has really been, I think he's my mentor, I should say. Wow. He has really been with me. So one time I was praying and God, it's like I had this vision, like I was scared of adding people to the team. But it was just me and my sister at the time.
Yeah.
So he made me see this thing, like if you got like 1, 2, 3, 4 chairs, different people. So in a shift, if it's just me and my sister, let's say the hair is 100K, it's just 100K and check off expenses, say you remain with 70. But if you have 4 seats and everyone is paying 100, how much would you get in that time? You get in that period by just adding someone. You'll take off their money and then you remain with what? Some money. Portion, and then if you convert that to time, if it's per shift, how much would that be? So it helped me look at growing a team in a different way. Like, it doesn't mean you're losing anything. Because for me, in my head, I was like, more people, I'm going to lose money. I'm going to lose what? Then we're going to have what? But when God gave me that, a simple understanding like that, I was more open to it because I knew I'm also going to start growing the team according to how many clients I start getting. So I'm not going to rush into it. It's going to be organic. If the demand increases to like 3 per session, you add an extra percent. Okay. If it increases to 5, you add. You just don't go all in.
Because if anything, the added person will be able to bring in the more.
Yes. So that's how it came. Then the whole idea of systems, it was still good because I remember I used to also follow. Now when I decided that, okay, this is going to be an actual business, I was following braiders abroad, all these people, and how they used to do their businesses actually helped me because they used to do appointment based, number 1. And also they had rules, not rules, but like a guideline. Like if you're coming to me, this is what you should expect and this is what you should not expect. So that communication, you give it to someone so they decide on their own. Are they going to come or are they not? Instead of someone just coming and then surprised, like, hey, why aren't you doing this? Why aren't you doing that? So that's how we came up with that D-Day message. Before you come, we send you a certain message. That message was done in 2020. Up to today.
It's still running.
It's still there. The only thing that we changed when we left home was the location detail. But it's the same that has always been there. Then the same thing as prices and things like that. Then how I also got to now like a receptionist was a client one day told me, but Malaika, you're the one who does the braiding, you're doing the messages. Do you know that we text you and then you respond to us late in the evening? Why don't you get someone else to do it, to handle at least your messages so that you know that, because there's so many, there's competition. If you take long to respond,
someone else
to the next, they move on.
Yeah.
But once someone is attended to there and then they'll book the appointment and they'll be the ones to come through. So that's how we now got a receptionist to handle calls and everything. So now that's how the systems grew.
Wow.
Then also training the team. So when I'm with my team, I train them to be professional. Like, I want you guys to look at yourselves as professionals, whether you know
or
whether you don't know. Carry yourself in that manner.
That line, yeah.
Yeah. Look at yourself as someone who is valuable. Look at yourself as someone who can do it even if you're struggling. Because I always use my story with them. Like, even me, when I began, I didn't know anything, but I believed in myself. So I need you guys to also believe in yourself. So agamba nti sigenda kola kino because I don't know it, or I'm scared of that client, because I have that thing. I'm very scared of that client. I can't talk to that client. I'm like, no, you need to talk to your clients to build that relationship. So even through those trainings, there's a way I have a vision for my business. So that's how you continuously engrave those things in them. So with time, I also know how to make my loyal clients know that I don't have to always be the one to braid them. And so I had to train the team so much that
they can do it like you can do it.
So when those clients would come, I'll be like, no, here is Stella. Let Stella work on you. I trust her. So Stella works on her when I'm there. And then that's how they start building trust. So that's how it started. So very, 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 like with time, I didn't have to be there all the time. So because everyone knows what they need to do, because I communicate that very easily. So in these trainings with my team, I communicate with them what I expect from them, and they also communicate with me what they want from me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's clear.
It's beautiful.
Very clear. So you get into the wrong side, you know the consequences. Even me, I know my consequences. Yeah. So it's open communication, and everyone is happy, and constantly checking on them. So that's how the system thing built over time. Yeah.
Wow. Myself, I really have learned also, because I think you were really very intentional when it came to wanting to dig into this particular industry. Yeah. And I like the fact that you went all out, like you went international, and to be honest, like it's unique. Yeah. Like the releases of, you tell us guys this and you do it consistently and prior, like we're not going to be shocked. Like for me, the first time I didn't know you go when the hair is washed. Imagine Ugandans.
Yeah, Ugandans will be like
that. You get,
what do you mean?
So wow. Bravo. And then you mentioned about the whole, I realized that you did this thing and then later you graduated and all. So did you go back to the masters, or did your business in any way affect your
school life?
And then also, do you ever feel like now you've built the empire, it's still being built, but it's there? Do you ever feel like you will reach a point where you feel like, I studied this and could I cross over? Do you want to settle for career? Or
I get that question a lot.
Yeah.
So the first question is, did it affect me? Yes, I remember. So 2020 November, I think we're going back to school. That COVID was done. It was fairly done. So I was telling my mom, hey, mommy, the clients have increased. How am I going to leave them and go back to school? I remember I was just left with the exams only. So in there, like, should I go back? Or should I just sit for my exams next year? Oh, why? So I was getting confused there. But it had started.
Like a sign to
I'm like, no. You know what? Let me close 1 month. So these are the testings. I don't call them testings I had with God, but like the things that assured me that this was what I was supposed to do. So I was like, God, I'm gonna close in November and come back maybe mid-December because exams will be done by then. So we shut down, put up a post like, we're not going to be available this time to this time. Yeah, so that was the time I had to go to school. If client persisted, I would do weekends, like a Saturday. Then I came back and it was like I had never left.
Never left.
Yeah, so people kept on booking. People kept on booking and booking and booking. And just like that, now January reaches, I think they released the graduation, I think was May the next year, 2021. So now that January is when I had to make that prayer to God, like, God, I need you to tell me what I'm doing. Because I can be here, things are going well. Then in a few years, things take another turn.
Yeah.
So I asked God, like, God, I need you to help me. Like, show me if this is my thing. So I told him if I can save up to this amount this year, that's what's going to be the indicator.
Okay. Ooh, I see you pinning God, the Almighty.
Yeah. So I'm like, God, I'm going to give it my all. Like, I'll do everything I need to do. So I don't reach a point where I'm like, oh, I didn't do this. Let me go back. You know, that back and forth. So I'm like, let me give it my all. Braid, host, do everything well. Hire more people, whatever is needed.
Text, yeah.
Yeah. If things go south, then I will know for sure that you've gotten me. I'll be humble enough to go back and look for a job. Like, I knew.
Wow.
I was like, I'm not going to let pride or the money get to me and be in denial. So end of that year came and I actually saved double that price that I wanted.
Double
the money I wanted to save. So to me, I was like, yes, God, you've done it for me. Thank you so much. Or,
now I know.
Now I know. So then that's, I think, when we started looking for a new space and things like that, because now we're getting busy and busy.
Yeah. Have you ever thought of
Going back
for career? Like, do you think about now that the system is on and running? Do you feel like you can try to?
No.
Wow.
I think I was talking to someone yesterday and she asked me that same question and I'm like, right now, I think a few years ago I would be like in and out.
Yeah.
Right now, I know what I need to do. I know that I'm in the right place.
Wow.
Like, if it's anything that I'm going to do is invest in this business, do what I need to do to get it. But this is where I am. We are not leaving unless God says so.
Unless God says so.
Yeah.
So that leads me to the question is, so how do you feel about this? Is it a calling? Do you feel it's your purpose in the Lord or it's your purpose in life? They're two different things, Yeah. So how would you term it?
I don't know. Purpose in the Lord, purpose in the... I don't know.
Yeah.
But I think I feel like it's my calling. Because in what I am even doing, I am still helping my team. Like, I've seen my team grow.
Wow.
So that gives me purpose. I remember even on the anniversary, I gave a speech where someone asked me like, oh, why does your team stay? And I told them I'm not going to answer that one. Let my team answer for themselves why they stay. And it was very good to hear their responses. Most of them were very emotional. They said I gave them like purpose again in what they were doing, because where they came from, like doing salon or hair, seemed like it's just a side
You're
thing.
really on the low.
You get it? Like, no one values it, but when they work with me, they feel like this is it for them. Like, they feel valued. They feel like there's a difference they're putting in the world. So for me, that it hammers it back into me that this is what exactly I'm supposed to do. Because even with them, when they join me, they don't know so much. Like, actually, to join my team, you don't need to know much. Just be willing. We shall change. We shall instill the skills, and you'll be there. So I've seen most of the girls come in when they don't know anything, when they have no idea. There's one of my girls who came and just like, I just need a job. Like, I just need
whatever you tell me, I'll do.
Yeah. So, and right now she's one of our lead braiders, imagine.
Wow.
So I that gives me purpose. Like, I'm just not here to run a business, but I'm also transforming the lives of my team. And that's, I think, the greatest joy for me.
I agree. Like, honestly, that's what we are supposed to live for.
Yeah.
What, for me, success, and I think I said it before, it's not what you have. No, it is what other people, it's the impact that you leave to the rest.
Yes.
So if she's a lead braider now and she came in to just, even if you had told her to serve tea, we need the people.
She was going to do it.
And she's that. her entire family is praying for Malaika down there.
I know.
Yeah, because she keeps sending in money. I think, beyond calling, it's your purpose in the Lord.
Yes.
Because earlier we were having a conversation before we got on set, and you said for you this is like you serving. It's a service.
Yes.
And that's why you do it the way that you're doing it. So for me, wow.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know, when I was beginning also, like, it's just, you need to serve people, you know. It's not, and I feel like that's where most leaders go wrong. They don't serve, they want to be served. But the Bible tells us Jesus washed the feet of his disciples. He was, and in that story he said that I'm washing this so that you know what to do also. Like the master is washing the feet of his servants. Wow. So that, you know, they pick. He was training them before he left. I think that was the time he was going to be crucified.
Yeah, that was the time.
Yeah, so it's service to people. Like, it should not always be about you. Yeah, there should be lives you're changing. Even these trainings, most of the people in my industry will ask me, "Don't you scared of people leaving after you've trained them?
They've acquired it."
Yeah. But for me, I don't see it as that. But for me, that's not the mindset I have. Like, I'm training them, it will better the business, but it will also better them as them. Yeah.
You're really impacting the world. Yeah, you are. Me, I could term you as a very young, successful girl because you're already impacting lives. Me, I will relate to the workplaces because that's where I am now. I did a business and I know what it means. I really know what it takes to even just have one person on the team. You just mentioned you have over 15 plus?
15 plus.
Yeah.
If you add, maybe it could come up to 19 if you include me and the receptionist, the manager, and all those things. Yeah.
Oh, you have a manager? Wow.
Yeah.
So it's CEO, then manager.
Yeah, then.
Oh my, it's a whole
thing.
I will send my CV actually. How would you get class? Actually, let me ask you, how do you choose your team?
How do I choose my team?
How do you choose the team, and then what's the process like?
Okay, the fact is, I think it has also been easy for me because now also my siblings are part of the team.
I see.
Like, the manager would be my sibling, the receptionist is my sibling.
I see.
But still, I can't say it's easy working with family. Not everyone has gotten it easy.
That's right.
But I feel like communication is very important.
Yeah.
You get whatever relationship it is, just communication needs have boundaries as much as possible. Things like that, really. Yeah. But the other team, like let's say the braiding team, that one you come, just be willing, focused, and be well mannered.
So you mean somebody just walks in, or you don't have like a criteria?
No, you can walk in. Like, for example, right now it could be recruiting because December is coming, but you come, tell us what you know, and we see if you have space, we can take you on. Okay. But also during that time, we are watching you. You know, you can be there and you don't know what to do, and then we give you an opportunity, but you also just lax.
That's right.
Yeah. So if that willing factor and, you know, someone who wants to be there is not there, you can't stay.
Okay.
Because first of all, you may not know so much, and then you're also not willing. Like, you're going to just be a burden.
You're going to be a burden.
Yeah. And even though you come that you know, but you have weird, you know, behavior. I'm not about to spoil my team.
Oh, come on, that you've invested in.
Yeah. So no. Yeah. And I really love my team so much because honestly, without them, they would not be braided by Malaika.
I agree.
I would not even be doing the things that I'm doing because they hold the business when I'm not there.
Correct.
They make it easy for me. You know, everyone has their different roles and they're doing it so perfectly.
They're doing it so well. I think I'll just really stress a point on that about a team. Even Jesus had a team.
Yes.
I mean, he's Jesus. God would have just sent him, said, go do this. And I'll give you all
the strength and everything.
But he needed that 12 disciples. He needed them to be able to do. And even when he left, they carried on with his work. So for me, we're not saying you're going anywhere, but you're actually getting there. These other people can run it as you're running the other empire. So I agree.
As you open other branches.
In other countries. Yes. I will join that team, guys. Spokeswoman. Yeah. So aside from the business, because it's work, life, and then faith. We'll go into the life. Honestly, I love you're living the life, and yet you're very busy also building a system and this whole business. I want you to tell us how you find the balance, and also you really have time for your friends. It's really beautiful to watch. So tell us, because for us, it's like, oh my God, if it is work, it's going to be work. If it's my child, it's going to be my child. I want you to let us know how
I get the balance.
How you get the balance.
Work-life balance. One thing I've prioritized that is very important is rest. The rest and the need to, I can't work hard and be suffering at the same time.
Come on.
I can't work hard, wake up in the morning, have trainings, have all these things and there has to be a reward.
And still be drained. You're glowing, sis, you're glowing.
So for me, that's what at the back of my head, rest.
Yeah.
Even I also do this for my team. They need to rest. They need to have a balance with their personal lives and work life and things like that. So I intentionally started doing that. Like if I'm going to have a day off, I'm going to take a day off. If I'm going to have to say this month, I'm not going to be around because maybe I'm traveling for either business or leisure, I will have to go. Like that business can be there, but I am the mind. Like everything that I do is coming from my head.
Yeah.
So I have to keep rejuvenated.
Thank you.
Because once I burn out, everything is going to go south, And if I'm also demotivated, my team is going to be demotivated because energy flows. Because I'll just come to work and be like, what? I'll be blowing instead of, handling things in a sound mind. You get what I mean? So I just prioritized rest and also knowing that you can't really be working so hard and then punishing yourself at the same time. So what's the point?
Guys, what's the point?
What's the point? Like there has to be a balance and a reward that you give yourself. You appreciate yourself. It's like loving on yourself because then now you're going to love others. You
do it so well, girl.
Thank you. So I try to be intentional because as I told you, the first 2 years of my life of the business, I was meeting my friends less. I would never even go to a restaurant. I don't remember. I could count the times I went to a restaurant in 2021, 2022. It'd be like 5 or 4. Because as always,
you're trying to build this thing.
Yes. So then I finally put my leg in. Like we now have stability. Let me enjoy Bambi.
I say your friends, kudos to them, Bambi. You have to support this team, and also like how I think they understood that, it's this season for her and this time for her. The most we can do is also be there because I see them come to you. It's of God really to have the right people around.
Yeah, it's very important. And one thing I also appreciate about my friends is in the beginning, they were still the ones who are the first clients, the people who are recommending to their relatives, to their friends.
Yeah.
So with that recommendation and those referrals, and even just them letting me to be like, to braid them with a little knowledge.
Thank you.
It helped me, gave me like a boost, like, okay, I can do this, one step at a time, one step. So now here we are.
I actually think I saw your very first braided person. Like it was Lisa. She was putting it on her snap and saying, "You can do this one."
The lightest braid. Things like that.
Wow. I think I must say you're also you attract what you are. Do you agree?
Yeah.
So if your friends are that, you're definitely that as well. You're probably also that very good friend because do you agree with me when I say you attract what you are?
Yeah.
Yes. So if your friends are that, then most definitely you are that.
Thank you.
Way it's easy and everything works out. I have so many questions now.
Just ask.
I think I'm going to go to the beat of now, like with your team.
Mm-hmm.
You mentioned like when you were starting, when the team was growing, you were worried about the little that I get, I'm going to give it to them. Yeah. So how are you managing that bit of like finances? The team is big now. How is it working out for you? Yes, I see the growth with the airports and now different things products that you bring in the market. yeah, that means you are actually benefiting from it. So are you facing any challenges when it comes to that area of like financial management with your team? Do you have like like how a company has a whole team or department of
Finance.
Yeah, how are you handling that? Comes hard.
We don't have an accountant for now, but we have someone who comes in, for example, like to file the returns for the year.
Wow.
So they come in like once a year.
Like auditing stuff and all.
Not like that serious auditing.
Okay.
But they'll come like, let's say we need to, now the URA thingy has come to,
Okay.
the time has come, she'll come, go through the books and then file the returns. Then the rest of the things, I could say I'm still the one who does the rest, like say pricing of their commissions and things like that, setting prices for hair so that they get enough still for themselves and still the business has enough. So it's still just me sometimes for that. Although we are looking into getting like a proper system that has everything, like where you can easily pull out a balance sheet and things like that. That has taken me time because I think I've been looking for one like for 2 years now, but the processes be long, or like when you're structuring something to work for your business, it can be so
from scratch.
Yeah, it can be so difficult for something to match how we handle our finance. It can be so difficult. So I've talked to a few people, like a system, say bookkeeping system and things like that. But yeah, we've found someone.
Okay.
So we may be starting maybe next month or two. But the other things have just been maybe the receptionist who collects your money, and then we do the inventory every beginning of week, and then the girls are paid every week. You also checking in. It's important that you check in with them to see, is the money you're getting making sense? Because they're the ones on the head.
So what I want to understand, you don't have like a fixed amount. You say like, is it salary based, or if you say weekly, is it like, does it depend on how you've worked that week?
Yeah, it depends on how we've worked and who you've worked on. You get, like if Chloe comes to the salon, 3 braiders are going to be on her. They're going to be paid according to who they worked on and things like that. So that also puts a responsibility on me to be able to get them clients in order to earn a living, because it's commission based entirely.
Wow.
So thank you to our clients also. Come back.
Keep coming, because the girls get more commission.
Yes.
That's nice. I think it also rules out a few things, because there are days that can be really down, like really slow.
Yes.
Imagine you're paying them on a daily, meaning that day they would walk away with like 10,000 or less. So, and that's really not.
Yeah, it's not enough.
I love that.
Yeah, so you just make them. They also now understand the value of having clients in the salon. So they'll understand the value of how to do great work to have those clients coming back. Like we are a team. It's just not me. Even them, they have a responsibility to play so that our clients keep coming back. So everyone is doing their work. So in those meetings, I'm like, I'm doing my work. Also, guys, do your work. Let's all work together. Everyone does what they're supposed to do, and let this thing benefit all of us.
That's right. Not just the one, man workshop. So have you had times where, of course, being the one that is going to distribute this money and say, have you had moments where you as the vision bearer are not, you feel like benefiting, or this week hasn't worked, so everybody else will get, I will not get?
Yeah, they come first. To me, they have to come first. Like before I pay myself, everyone has been paid. I'm the last one to get paid. So like the top management, like the receptionist manager, those ones are paid monthly and things like that. But everything first gets sorted, then may get sorted. You get?
Wow.
Yeah. So if the week has done badly, they'll still get paid their money.
You wait.
Yes. Yes. I will wait. Because at least me, I will get something definitely. But for them,
in the end,
they come first. Yeah.
I love that. You're typical Valenta. Besides YouTube or anything, you get that skill.
No, I think it's just, I don't even know. I guess it has always been in me, but those things where you wait for a situation to come and then you're supposed to apply those things that have always been in
and now you apply them.
Yes.
Grace is carrying you well. Grace is carrying you.
It really is. It really is.
Yeah. So where do you see Braided by Malaika? Now it's 5 years. It's just give me a bit of what you feel it will be 5 years from now.
Next
Again.
5 years.
That's now 10 years.
We'll have more than one branch.
Within
That's
the
a very
country.
scary thing for me, but I'm trusting either locally or internationally, because I just want to go internationally.
It's beautiful.
So new branches, a hair care line, like products, say gel, mousse, detanglers.
Oh, Malaika.
Oh, Malaika.
Empire.
We're coming for the hair industry. Then also we shall have a teaching kind of training facility, like where you can come. We even do short courses. You don't have to be there for a whole year. You just do 3 months, you perfect you move on. Because you don't have to keep someone in school for a year. They already don't have a job. You're keeping them for a whole year.
When will they get them?
So a training facility probably, and maybe doing more of charity, because I like to give back. It has been on my heart or one of my dreams to just like give back to girls, maybe train them in skills of hair braiding, so that at least in wherever they'll be, they have a skill. A skill. With a skill, it cannot be taken away from you.
It's
You
an
have
asset.
it, and it's yours forever.
It's an asset.
Yeah.
What you do with it is
Exactly.
really totally you.
Yes. Yeah.
That dream is big. I have a friend that's going to create an empire.
Yeah, we are creating it already. Yeah.
Actually, yeah, you're there really, and we pray that it shall be as is.
It really
The way you,
is.
amen. Yeah. So we're almost coming to a conclusion, but I wish we could go on and on. I realize you read a lot of books and refer to like so much, and it's seen and in what you deliver and how you do things. So you could leave us with like who is that one place that you go back to read, or to your quote, something that really uplifts you.
Maybe I can recommend some books.
Okay, please.
There's Born a Crime by Trevor Noah. So that book taught me small beginnings.
Oh.
It told me you start small and then you keep growing. You don't have to make it to 100. Like you said, a business now, don't expect to get to just take off.
Exactly.
It could,
Baby
but there are baby steps. So it helped me that Born a Crime is an autobiography by Trevor Noah. Then there's also Bamboozled by Jesus. That's by Yvonne Orji.
Okay.
It's a very nice, it's like a small book, but it has so much context. And there's a lot that I learned about even business, because she comes from this background of a family whereby she's Nigerian, but they don't so much support her acting dream and things like that.
Okay.
But with time, things start looking up and things like that. So if you're in situations where you're being doubted, you want to do something, but no one is believing in you or things like that, those are the books to read. There's so many books. I think I'll just share them with you and maybe you could post them.
I could. Yeah.
But there are quite many, because I started reading from internship.
You're such a reader, honestly.
I am so much.
Yeah.
So from those books, autobiographies, you get to know that there's a hope for you as well. It's just there is always a hope. But if you're not envisioning it or feeding your mind with there's a possibility of,
It's actually hard, yeah.
Yeah. It will be hard for you to see it and actually work towards it. So those things, and also maybe a Bible verse that keeps me grounded whenever I feel like, sometimes when you're into business, you sometimes can feel like it's me, I have to do this, I have to do that. The Bible tells us, unless the Lord builds the house, those who build it labor in vain. So if God is not in your plans or anything, you may be laboring in vain.
That's a beautiful.
So it always brings me back, like, okay, God, I want to do this hair accessory line. Should I do it? You always go back to consult, because you don't want to build by yourself, things like that.
How amazing, Samuella. There's still more I don't want you to leave you. So what's one change you want to make in how you approach work, life, or faith after this conversation?
I want to be very intentional. about everything I do and know that, you guys, I came on set and these guys were like, hey, you guys, you don't know who you are.
Do you know who you are?
I sometimes don't know.
Right now, I even feel like, oh my God, does she know who she is?
So I want to, not even in a prideful way, but to understand that there's actually something I'm doing on this, on this earth.
Wow.
So take it more seriously, be more intentional with it, be more disciplined, be more consistent. Most times there's self-doubt. I won't lie to you. Those are challenges I've been through. Doubt.
All of us.
You doubt yourself. Like, you could be doing so well.
Yeah.
But then there's just this thought of self-doubt that just passes you.
The devil does that.
Exactly. To just know that I'm on the right path. Yeah.
I really love that. So, how do you define success in light of your faith?
I think for me, success is doing what brings glory to God.
Oh.
As long as, like, if I'm running this business, for me, I actually even tell my team, like, it's not about the money that I'm getting at the end of the day. It's about you guys. Have you changed? Like, when you came in January, how are you in December? For me, that's what brings me the best joy, that I've impacted your life. You have changed. Whatever I do with that, it's up to you. But me, I have done my part. So for me, that's my win. Like, if a girl came, worked with me, and they improved their skill, or they came not knowing some things, they leave knowing more things, to me, that's my win in life. That's my success. Yeah, just changing someone's life, turning it around to a point where they get even so emotional, like, I can't believe, like, it's more than money will ever do to you. They can give you $1 billion today, but someone coming to you and in tears and saying, you changed my life, what will give you the most satisfaction?
That right there.
Exactly. So for me, that's my win.
We are in sync, because actually one of the reasons also why I started CBC, I told you I did a business. I know what it means to do it. It was on for 4 years. Yeah. And then after that time, I had to go in a place of still consultation as well, of God, now this has closed. What next? In as much as I really wanted it so bad, I needed to know my purpose in the Lord and what He had for me.
Yeah.
Like the heart of the impact it leaves. Because if CBC never ever started, we would have never ever sat down for you to share your story. So that was the whole idea. And we do not know who is listening today. We do not have an idea. But I know anybody that gets to listen to this will.
And my prayer is that my story transforms their lives.
It will, without a doubt. The people on set are saying it. Yeah, everyone's already saying it. Yeah, so we have come to a conclusion. I just want you to say anything that you have to say to the young girl that's watching out there today.
What I want to say is, first of all, put all your faith and trust in God. Without doubt, like, in life, sometimes we get to points whereby we get off track, but don't allow to remain there. Like, always come back. Let God be the person. At least you always come back to when things go wrong, when you feel like you've disappointed Him, still come back to Him. It can be difficult. Come back to that point, but come back to Him always. Let Him be that focal point you always go back to get advice, to get wisdom, to get knowledge. It can be as simple as, God, help me style my hair today, help me dress well today. It can be as small as that. So putting God in everything you do, for me, is advice I can give you. Then also, secondly, starting small. It doesn't matter if you're seeing how big I've grown in the last 5 years. You can also do it. Like, it's just evidence that there's hope for everyone. And then also, don't despise the small beginnings. Do not, because the Bible tells us, don't despise the small beginnings, for the Lord rejoices to see the work begin. And most times there is doubt. It doesn't even look like what you want. Like, it's very hard to envision how you're going to grow up to a certain point, but just start anyway. Let God be the one to write that story. And also believe in yourself. I normally say, be delusional about the things you like. If we had time, I would go into that, but
please, we do.
Be delusional. I can remember from the hair accessory line, it's something I wanted. It's on those prayer boards. I used to write it down. Even the content I do these days, I used to write those topics and whatever I'm doing now for like 3 years. But I was scared. I didn't believe in myself so much. Until one day I was like, you know what? I'm not going to be this age anymore. I'll never be this age. I'll never have this youthful, you know, vibe.
Energy.
Exactly. Very soon I could be married. Like, I won't have that time anymore.
Do so
you know?
much, yeah.
So let me do it now. If I just did it, and it just also.
Right there, before we get to the age thing, I think it was a preacher that I listened to that says the greatest asset you have is your age.
Yes.
Yeah, because for them now, they've reached a point where there's some things you just can't do at a certain age.
You can't.
So in this moment that you're in, the age that you're living, do the most out of it.
Make the most out of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So just be delusional, and not time keeps like time rushes. You also don't want to live in regret ever in your life. So just ask God for guidance and let him give you the strength, wisdom to do everything that you're willing to be. Like, submit to the Lord.
Submit to the Lord. Yes. Put him first in everything that you do. She said, do not despise small beginnings.
Yeah.
Because I saw how she started, and 5 years down the road,
here we are.
And also be delusional about the things that you want to do. Or
it doesn't have to make sense to everyone. That's one thing. It doesn't have to. The number of times that people ask me, I'm going to put aside my 4-year degree. They're countless. But then it doesn't have to make sense. Mostly in the beginning. Now I'm confident. But in the beginning, my friend, you're not confident. Because
at all.
I don't know, it's going to even look like, it's not even looking like
how is it going to unfold. And the fear of failure, of like, oh my God, okay, everybody told me about the 4 years and I chose or decided otherwise. And this thing, what if it doesn't work?
Thank you.
What if it doesn't work? You imagine the worst. People will laugh. I mean, we told you wasted a whole 5 years.
No, right now you'd have been up in your career, things like that.
Thank you.
But just, I don't know. There's a level of understanding you come with the mindset and things of the Lord. Like, you'll just have comfort in. You know how I told you, like, I was humble enough. If things didn't go, I told God I'll be humble enough to go back, look for a job. Maybe that's where the calling is. Like, just be. Also, humility is very important. You don't want to move with pride.
You're right.
You know, you don't want to move with pride, because pride comes with fall. Be humble for anything that can happen. Even right now, I'm humble, by the way.
I see. I mean, I called you last minute and you're here. It speaks volumes about you, by the way.
Thank you.
Yeah. What's the worst that can happen? Just start. Even if it failed, at least you tried.
Yeah, and that's the thing actually I go with.
Yeah.
Start. If you fail, it's okay. We can always go back to the drawing board.
You have the satisfaction of, I did this thing, it just did work.
And even with everything I do, I tell myself that at least you did it. You're not going to be here 5 years down the road and you say, I wish I had done that thing. No, you did it. It failed, out of the way. What's next now? Once you operate like that, you end up preaching most of your things speedily. You know, we waste a lot of time second guessing, doubting, what. Yeah.
Oh my God, we have so many closing remarks, but so many people could know you, but I'm sure there are people that don't know you. So just a little bit of Angel.
I'm an entrepreneur. I love God so much. I love people. I'm sometimes an introvert. I think I'm
you're both.
Yeah,
same.
In and out.
Depending on the audience, really.
Yeah, I love to help people a lot. I have a heart for people, I think. Helping them, changing their lives, just doing. Yeah, but I'm also a very fun person. I like to vlog. I like to dance. I like to have a good time.
For your socials.
Yeah, my socials. My personal is Miss Malaika on TikTok and Instagram. Then the business socials are Braided by Malaika everywhere. TikTok, Instagram as well. Yeah, and also the hairport. Oh, we also have the hairport. Yeah, we sell beautiful braiding extensions. That's at the hairport 256. TikTok and Instagram. We also have our new baby, Malaika Official. So you guys get some bonnets from us. And many more other things we're going to be doing. That's at Malaika Official. Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope that you enjoyed the show. And if you have never subscribed, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, Chloe Basima. On other socials, you can follow on Instagram, Chloe Biz Covered, TikTok, Chloe Biz Covered. Thank you for watching.